Here's some great news. In the fight against Alzheimer's, researchers say we are one step closer to having a blood test available to help determine if you have the disease.
They add such a test would give doctors the ability to diagnose it earlier in its most treatable stages. Right now, there is no blood test approved to detect the incurable disease. Alzheimer's is the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S., with someone developing it every 67 seconds. Almost 2/3 of the more than 5 million people who have it are women. And unfortunately, predictions show the overall numbers are expected to grow to more than 7 million by 2025 and more than 16 million by 2050.
Meanwhile, Delaware is one of 11 states to win a federal grant to help expand services for people with Alzheimer's. Currently, 17,000 Delawareans live with it, and with the aging population only expected to grow in the first state, officials say they recognize the need. The more than $800,000 three-year grant's expected to be used for services, training, and respite relief for caregivers. Now, every little bit helps and counts.
Alzheimer's disease is defined as a disease that attacks the brain, so it goes without saying that anyone with a brain is at risk.
Now, the most common form of the disease is dementia, and if you've ever been around someone with a condition, you know how heartbreaking it is and how frustrating it can be for both the person with the condition as well as the family members who have to watch their loved one go through it. But every once in a while, someone in the advanced stages of the debilitating disease remembers a key moment in their lives. And when they do, it seems like for those precious few seconds, they're the person you knew again, complete with that light up a room smile.
I wasn't afraid of no horses.
Really?
I loved horses.
It's been a while since Barbara Taylor felt the powerful peacefulness of riding a horse. When she was a child, she rode even the horses she wasn't supposed to.
They said, "You better be careful." I said, "Look, this is me, and you're you. If you don't get up on a horse, you don't have to."
The mountains of rural western North Carolina provided the perfect stomping grounds to earn her saddle legs. But time has taken her youth, and a cruel disease has taken some of her memories.
In her mind, that's where she went. She went back to when she was a child. She called the horse that name. I think she had 2 horses, Baby and Beauty, and that's what she didn't call the horse that name there. In her mind, it was, she called it Baby that day that she rode.
Through a program called Grant a Dream, the staff at her retirement community arranged a trip back to the memories time hasn't taken away.
Yeah, Lord, I love horses. They said I wouldn't ride him, I told them I would too.
With the same determination she carried in her childhood, Barbara saddled up and she rode. On the back of a beautiful horse, a beautiful woman was a kid again. And the only thing more beautiful than that was her smile.
And what a smile it is. As you heard, Barbara got her wish to get back on the saddle through Grant a Dream. The Dream Foundation's mission is to make dreams come true for adults suffering life-limiting illness. They add the dreams are as unique as the dreamers. Now, if you would like to learn more about the Dream Foundation, go to our website, WBOC.com, and click on our picture at the top of the page, or you can call 888-437-3267.
What a great story. And we're not done telling those stories just yet. Jimmy, what would you do if I were to tell you that you were not able to do your favorite hobby anymore because of an injury or something like that?
I think, to put it simply, I would be frustrated beyond imagination.
Absolutely. Well, for Army Specialist Jack Zimmerman, that thought just left him striving to live life to the fullest, no matter what.
Jack Zimmerman doesn't believe in coincidence.
I believe in God, and I believe God will only give us all that we can handle.
And after losing both of his legs after stepping on an IED while on patrol, Jack's been through more than most any of us could truly handle.
You know, it was definitely a lifestyle change for me, I guess you could say. I kind of joke that it's tough for me now to have a bad day after a lot of the things that I've been through, but I try to take the things that the bad things that have happened to me and learn from them and grow from them and turn them into positive.
But instead of being mad at his circumstance,
Thing that I do over and over again for a place like this. Hunt 'em up.
He's found joy in a simple pleasure.
And to be able to come out and hunt like this with just my gun and my dog and enjoy the day and I feel blessed to be alive today because there's a lot of guys that didn't make it home.
Zimmerman says he's been able to cope with the pain by sharing his story with fellow combat veterans, and he encourages them to do the same.
Share their story and tell the people that what you went through and the things and the challenges that you have and how you've overcame them, because I think that veterans do amazing things every day, and I think sometimes we underestimate ourselves or underappreciate ourselves. So when we can go on and we can share our stories, and it just feels good to get it out.
Because no matter what comes his way, Jack knows he will be ready. Because God truly does give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
I just look forward to the things that he's going to throw at me next, because I can't wait to try to beat them.
Now, Jack was 20 years old when he joined the service. He served from 2009 to 2013. An additional 2 years after, he was severely injured while serving in Afghanistan in 2011.
Veterans do amazing things.
They do.
Every day.
They sure do.
Wow. All right, let's change up that situation a little bit. What if you lost your hand? We're going to hear the story of a man who is getting used to life without a limb with the help of a bionic hand. You're going to hear why he says his new hand is quite the conversation starter.
And this thing is stirring up some conversations too. No, not the Rubik's Cube, but the robot. Hear why he may soon go down into the record books. But first, we just heard the stories of some brave people who've had to deal with some serious health issues. A diagnosis can really take a toll on your emotions. Dr. Oz has some tips on how to cope.
Hi, I'm Dr. Oz. When it comes to our health, we often think physical, but emotional health is equally important. One major player that affects emotional health is stress. To cope better with stress, try out relaxation techniques or mindfulness meditation. If you find that you need more support, counseling or talk therapy are also excellent options.